Hello everybody, I'm out with Tommy, our hound mix. Yes, hounds can walk with their noses off the ground. They can walk in heel. So when you're walking your dog in heel, e-collar heel especially, you look down, their head, the reason it's called heel is because their head should be at the level of your heel. So it's to the left and slightly behind. The key word is following, not leading, following. So we communicate to him the position we want him to be in with the collar. So if I look down and he's not in heel, I'm gonna let him know he's making a mistake by hitting the e-collar. So if he's too far forward, I hit stem. If he's lagging behind, going behind my legs, or going too far to the left, I hit tone. And stem if he ignores tone. Okay, so right now I'm gonna hit the tone. It should speed him up. Good boy. We want that immediate response to the tone. The only reason tone works is because if he ignores the tone, he knows he's gonna get stem. You've gotta have motivation to avoid. And then the reward is obviously the experience, being out on the walk with me, and then of course all the praise. Good boy. He's being really respectful of my position. He knows I do not want him to go forward, so he's being like extra cautious because he really wants to avoid this turning on. So I'm gonna click my tone again, get him to speed up. Remember, he's pretty new at this. Now notice I'm holding my leash, but with e-collar here, I am able to drop my leash because all of the training is on the e-collar. Okay, good boy. If he speeds up again, good boy. So now it's just a matter of practice and reps. But you really want to pay attention to that perfect spot right next to your leg. It really is. The walk is such a leadership position. Let's see what happens when I stop. Auto sit. I just love that so much. There's my pet. Now notice when I'm petting him, it's when he's earning it. Good boy. I like what you're doing. All right, let's switch gears for a second and work on the opposite, which is stay. Stay. What a good boy. If they could do this at the drop off. No, stay. It would be amazing because at the drop off, he was just constantly lunging and pulling. Okay. Now I told him stay, which just means basically hold still. I didn't specify whether or not I wanted you to sit or down. Let's try a DOWN. This is hard outside at a distance. It's also my first time working with him. So he might say, well, I'll listen to Josh, but not Julie. And then I have to prove to him, hey, I'm worthy of listening to as well. And that's what we're gonna teach his owners to do. Okay, so the pattern's gonna be the verbal. I'll help him out with the hand signal. If he listens, good boy. If he doesn't, I'm gonna do one click on the collar, okay? He's looking right at me, but if he wasn't, I would go ahead and say his name first. But if he's looking right at you, you do not need to constantly be saying his name. Down. So he's either pretending he can't hear me or just straight up ignoring me. So I'm gonna come in at a low tap at a 9. Down. And then I'm gonna repeat as I dial up. Down. Good. And there comes the good boy and the pet, and he's proud of himself. Good boy. Love that auto sit. Good job. Stay. All right. So last time it took me a couple clicks to get what I asked for. My aim is for him to just listen on verbal and for him to just trust me and respect me without me having to constantly click this thing. So we're going to try again and see if he remembers from the last rep. Is it worth it for him to try and ignore me or hold me out? Okay. Down. Good boy. Now notice in that rep, he avoids the clicks on the e-collar and he earns the praise. So he avoids the correction altogether and he only gets the praise. That's what he chooses to do by listening right away and avoiding the runaround, okay? And good boy. And this is how we create a lot of pride, a lot of praise when they listen right away like that, okay? He is a dog who it was extremely difficult with every single command. He learned the same way with just temper tantrum after temper tantrum after temper tantrum. No, stay. Didn't want to sit, didn't want to recall, didn't want to down, didn't want to heel, okay? He just wanted to do what he wanted to do, right? Until somebody forced him, picked him up and put him in his crate or something like that, but he's not listening. He was not listening out of respect. And that's what we're trying to create here. All right, So the second part of the down, the first part is listening. When I tell you down, you down. The second part is the stay until either released or given another command. If he's downing but not holding it, it's kind of no point, okay? So we want to make sure he knows to down and stay until we let him know otherwise. The glue that holds all this together is the accountability. So if he were just to get up on his own, break the command prematurely, it's the human's responsibility to say NO, click the collar, and hold him accountable. If nobody's there to hold him accountable, he's just gonna do what he wants when he wants. Good boy, you are so cute with your crossed paws. So cute. Let's try a recall. Another thing they said to me was at the drop-off, if he were to get off leash, they were definitely not confident he would come when called. The beautiful thing about the e-collar is that it works up to a half a mile away. We train on the tone. So if he's out somewhere and they need to get him over to them, they can give the verbal, but the most important thing is the tone. Good boy. So the pattern is going to be the verbal. If you want, you could just tap the tone and he'll come to you. I like to pair them. And then a lot of praise, and then he should come right in front of me, okay? Come. Good boy. Bam, right in front of me. Good job. To a sit. I just love that so much. Good boy. Stay, and then let's get him back into the walk. I'll show you how to get him into the walk. We're going to say the word heel, we're going to tap the tone, and we're going to tap the left leg and start walking, okay? Heel, tap the tone a couple times, start walking. And he locks into that walk. Good boy. Proud of you.